my conservatives and my liberals might be interested in this one. So I happened to be in Minnesota when all this fraud news broke out, and I asked my viewers, should I go out there? They're like, absolutely, gotta double check things, ask our questions. So I got out there on the streets, brought my old friend from college, AK Kamara, with me. Now, he was like in charge of college Republicans in college. He's an RNC committeeman now, conservative opinionator. He has a big following amongst conservatives, and he's used to analyzing how the left freaks out when they don't like how a story is told. He told me after doing this report he had not noticed how the right freaks out. You, my viewers who follow me, you guys are wonderful, and I'm not talking about you guys, but there are people on the left and the right who go berserk if they think that their exact narrative that they want to be told is not being told. Now, I don't go out as a reporter to tell anybody's narrative. I go out to ask the people's questions. What would they ask if they were there in person? To put curiosity first. Say, hey, I don't care if the left or the right is right in this story. I'm going to go out there and see what the heck is actually going on the ground. I'm going to ask interview subjects my questions and let them answer. And then the public, I believe, is smart enough to determine, is this person's answer BS or are they legit? And then let my viewers decide. Hey, that's how I like to do news. That's actually what journalism is called. That's journalism. So when you're not telling the viewers what to think, they're going to come up with all kinds of different opinions on how you report it. And that always happens. That's been happening to me for 15 years. The years of my corporate news reporting and the years that I've been independent. And it's just normal to just don't even read the comments, because there'll be all these crazy people thinking one thing or the other. And you're not there to people please. You're there to just be curious about what's true. So, but AK was really shocked, he said, to see people on the right wanting to crucify us because a certain percent thought that we were anti-Nick Shirley, pro-Somali fraud. Lord knows why they came up with that. I mean, I saluted Nick Shirley for doing independent journalism. We need more independent journalists out there. The fraud is real. The DOJ has arrested over 80 people so far, according to reports. There's always going to be group thinkers out there. When one person posts that we suck, a bunch of people will inevitably jump on the bandwagon and be like, oh my gosh, I think that comment's right. I think they do suck. I mean, we saw comments that said we were evil, worthy of death for our report from people on the right. And he's like, dude, I knew people on the left were like that. I didn't know that there was people that crazy on the right. Every comment's good for the algorithm, so our report reached a lot of people. One of my posts about the fraud reached 2.7 million people so far on Instagram alone. So, by the way, if you want to get out there yourself and do some independent journalism, I have created a toolkit to jumpstart your success as an independent journalist. Freepresscourse.com is the news influencer training. Class starts January 19th.